strongly caution, the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Saturday night, Jagz back, and we are here with the fucking badasses in fucking Perceive. If you guys have watched Plugged In enough, you've probably seen us play their video several times at this point. So, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing all right. It's actually starting to mess up again.
Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's coming in.
Yeah. Do y'all see us or hear us?
Yes. Yeah, we're good.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we're good on their end.
We were doing good for a minute.
We were great until the intro.
Yeah, good old technical. We were great just a second ago. Everything was working.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't touch anything.
Are we back?
Should we restart?
Yeah, restart it.
I would hate to restart it again.
Restart it.
Yeah,
restart it.
Restart.
Me and Mojo are going to talk to you guys. We'll fucking hang out. It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. It happens, right? Technology.
It does. It does. So on that, I'll actually go ahead and play it now to give them some time to set up because they are having some technical difficulties and we've been trying to work through it. But we're going to go ahead and play their music video for you now. This is Perceived with Losing Control. Hopefully they got it fixed by the time the end of the video hits. And here we go. Oh, nope. They might be back.
Hello?
All back? You good?
Did you restart it though, Kevin? You have to restart the whole computer like last time. So we'll have to restart the entire system.
Good?
Nope. Play that video, Jagz.
We're going to play the video. All right. So you guys, we good?
Hey!
We're good.
That worked out.
Okay.
Good. You know what? I'm gonna give them time. I'm gonna play their music video, and hopefully.
Cross our fingers.
All right. So all y'all, you just got to see one of the music videos for Perceived. That's these guys. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man.
Doing good.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the way we rock this, we play a little game with you guys. You got 1 through 83. You can either pick a number or you can roll the dice. It's up to you. And there's no fucking telling what's going to be. So whoever wants to start, but here's the catch. All three of you got to answer it. So it don't matter who rolls or who picks because y'all got to answer it anyways.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Okay.
So you just want to pick a number? Because I don't have a die, Andy. Do you?
No.
Yeah, we do.
Nice.
We do.
I do.
Oh, for you.
Chance? Yeah, let's see what fate wants
Let's
to
roll
have.
the dice.
All right, roll the dice.
We're gonna go with 32.
All right.
Cold versus hot. So are you a polar bear or are you like one of those guys that like to sweat your ass off?
So definitely cold. I keep it like 65 in the house at all times. I mean, we're in Texas, so AC is
I
our
hear
friend.
you. Yes.
She's in Texas.
Okay, right on. Right on.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hot
I'm
here,
cold
though.
too.
I'm in South Carolina.
Oh.
So I'm on an island in South Carolina.
It's still hotter than you here. Just 'cause it's hot.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
hey, I can't breathe in Texas. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't think anybody can breathe in Texas.
I breathe in Texas.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
I like the cold.
How about
but,
the rest of
definitely
y'all?
Do what?
Yeah, it's cold. Both of
Yeah,
us are the same
Cold.
way.
I like cold, but
I think
end up
Texas
sweating
kind of
my
ruined
ass
that for us. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always hot. So you always want, the grass is always greener, right?
off. I like the winter.
I do too. You can always put on more clothes. You can always put on more and more layers. You can only get so
Right.
naked.
See,
That's true.
I'm getting rested.
I'm mainly a hot guy. Like I like to sleep in cold, but the rest of the time I want that shit hot. Like, I like my heat. I like my heat. I like my humidity. All right, so you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Let's roll. Let's roll. I like this.
Yeah.
I like
chance.
playing
Rolling.
Number 11. If you could have your own mystical creature, what kind of mystical creature would you have?
Mystical creature.
Can I have a pet
Yeah.
dragon, another big?
Yeah, you
That
can.
would be
You can have whatever you want.
That's a pretty popular answer.
So, like, if he was my friend, he like only treated me nice, and he's like a pet. That would
Like
be great.
Falcor in Never Ending
yeah.
Does he
Story.
fly?
I've never seen that movie.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. My wife even said, "You've never seen that movie?" I said
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
You were
Okay.
abused as a child.
no.
I'd have to go with the mystical potato head with the unicorn.
That would be an interesting little character to have running around with you.
He's cool.
All right.
Giant bat.
Giant bat. All right.
Giant bat.
I can
That'd be
dig
kind of cool. Like Batman.
you watch fucking Bram Stoker's Dracula enough. I mean,
Right. Yeah. I've always been fascinated with bats. I think I hate pet birds. They annoy me, but I always thought it'd be cool to have a pet bat, but couldn't bring myself to ever keep one in a cage.
I actually had a pet bat for about 3 years. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So and it was so weird. I don't even know how the fuck it got in my house, but I had this wreath. Like my mom made this wreath for my house. It's like this wreath, and it had like a cowboy hat that was like blacked out with skulls and shit. And it fit the aesthetic of my house.
Yeah.
So I was cleaning one day and decided to take the wreath down and clean behind it. And as soon as I took the wreath down, the bat was inside of the cowboy hat and fucking flew out. So it flies out, and I'm like, my girlfriend at times freaking the fuck out. She's like hauling ass out of the house, and it lands down on the table, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go grab a towel. I'm gonna throw a towel over it and grab it. So I grab it, and I go outside and I open up the towel thinking it's gonna fly off. Well, it didn't go fucking nowhere. It just sat there fucking looking at me.
He's like, man, I'm in an air conditioning.
And then it started like crawling on my arm. And I was just like, okay. I hold my arm out, doesn't go anywhere. So I was like, well, fuck. What the hell? So I just took it back inside and went out and at the time I had a bunch of reptiles. So I had all kinds of fucking crickets and shit that I was raising to feed my reptiles. So I went and got food and I started feeding it. And it was with me for like 3-4 years before it passed away, and it would not leave. It wouldn't fly anymore. I got it a little cage. And
was it broken?
Do what?
Was he broken?
What do you mean? I don't know. I took him to the vet, and the vet said he was fine, but he just wouldn't go.
Okay.
So,
Well, I just broken.
all right, I'm stuck with this bat till it dies.
There goes.
So I did. All right, so
That's pretty cool.
I actually have a bonus question for Chris. How in the fuck?
Oh,
can
it's
you-
starting to cut out again. I'm losing it.
no.
Oh no!
I don't understand what's happening.
Can y'all hear us? Good.
Is anybody running something in the house that would do
I
that?
don't think so.
Yeah, you're
God,
froze up again.
really?
Yeah, we're freezing up again. It seems like we get a good 15 minutes or so.
All right, we'll go and do another video.
All right.
It's a question game, Jags. I was going to roll
No,
the
we
dice
got
for
it.
you.
Hey, you know what? It just happens. It just happens. But I'm loading the video
Should
now.
we just restart this or
Try restarting it.
We're just going to try to restart.
Restart.
See,
Okay.
senor.
So we're loading up another video right now. So hopefully it will get loaded up. But these guys are fucking amazing. Trust me. Go follow them on Facebook. Go check them out on YouTube. If this gets loaded up before they pop back in, we're going to play another music video from them. So you can check out some more music of theirs because, that's what we do.
Why not? What
So-
else are we all doing right now? We should all be watching videos, going to concerts. That's what should be happening right now.
Let's see if they're back in. Maybe.
Are they back?
Possibly.
Yeah, it's just cutting out. It's like we have
Nope. They're gone.
You gotta go start all the way over.
That's all right. Well, I mean, if you were going to have a mystical creature, what would you have?
What would I have? I would probably have like that 3-headed dog from Harry Potter. He was pretty cool.
So I think I would go with the snake. You know me. I'm a snake guy. I like my reptiles.
Slithering kind of dude.
Yeah, I like my reptiles. I think they're
I'm
fucking...
not a reptile. No.
Look.
I mean, they're pretty and they're cute, but I don't need...
They are
like-
they are misjudged. Okay?
I'm misjudged.
God damn!
It don't mean I have to like snakes just because I'm misjudged too.
Well,
They can
you
get
have-
over it just like I have to.
You have something in common with them.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Same as me. I get misjudged all the time. I love reptiles. They're misjudged.
Mhm.
I-
Whenever you drink your beer, you hold your pinky up. Let's see. Where's your drink at? Pinky man. Oh, look. Oh, grabbing onto it. See, no, you're not sophisticated.
I don't. I just thought something. I'm not gonna fucking say.
I feel like it balances me out. I don't know what the problem is.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna say what
geez.
just came to mind because it is fucking foul.
Of course it would be. All right, let me see.
I'm going to hell.
If you had a monster truck, what would your monster truck name be? Right? That's a pretty cool one.
Well, so I was never into monster trucks, really.
Well, it don't matter.
I
You
mean,
now
I
you
did
have one.
I did like Gravedigger, but everybody liked Gravedigger. That was just like a fucking prerequisite to playing with fucking cars and trucks when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like everybody had Gravedigger. I had Gravedigger, but I really, honestly, I've never been to a monster truck show. Never
They're
went.
kind of cool.
I
honest with
don't
you.
know jack shit about other than fucking Gravedigger and a few other trucks. Like I know there's
Like
one.
you can think of a name. If you were gonna have a kind of truck, what would it be?
A
freaking football truck? I mean,
it might be. Well, if that's the case, it'd be Jacksonville Jaguars.
it'd be a Jaguar one.
Yeah, maybe. Or I could go fucking Star Wars and call it the Phantom Menace.
I think we should do a sound ejection picture and make it like a dog. I could do it. Right?
We're back.
I think we're back.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I think we got it figured out. We hardwired into the computer this time, so maybe this will help. Hardwired self-destruct. Bluetooth stuff.
All right. So now that you can hear me, so the bonus question is actually for Chris. How the fuck do you play drums and sing at the same goddamn time? Because I don't fucking understand.
That one.
Man, I have been doing that since I was 2 or 3. I used to watch MTV back in the day and beat on the carpet with drumsticks. My mom gave me a pair of drumsticks whenever I was 2 because she said I was beating on everything. So I've been doing that since I was little. So it's just kind of been there with me. And as I've gotten older, it's just something I can do.
Because like you don't see that. Like I can name on one hand, I can name only 3 bands that I know the fucking drummer's a vocalist.
Yeah, it's rare.
I tell everybody he's a wizard, man. I don't understand how he does it.
Everybody when we showed the video for the first time, we did the losing control, and everybody in the comments was losing their fucking shit because the drummer is the one that's doing the vocals, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" There's no other bands that do that. And I'm like, no, there's 2. I could think of one band, another band from Texas that does it, which is The Crown, because their drummer is a vocalist. And then Atreyu. Well, at least back in the day, Atreyu's drummer was the vocalist. And I'm like,
what, Genesis?
Oh, yeah, everybody knows Phil Collins.
Yeah. All right.
I like Bron Daler of Mastodon. You know, he's not the only singer, but he does a lot of it.
Mastodon's one of my favorite bands. They're in my top favorite bands, and that was the one thing that I found so unique about them. I actually got to see them before they were ever signed. I actually opened for them, and they played in Savannah, Georgia, and my band was one of the opening bands. It was like my band, Kylesa, Baroness, Mastodon, and there's a few others. And I seen them for the first time, and I'm like, that's wild that almost every fucking member of the band does vocals.
Yeah.
You don't really see that ever. And I was like, that's awesome.
I agree. I think it's really cool. I think I understand if, somebody can't sing, I guess. But if you got members that can't sing, we should. I think if we
all right.
I know my place.
Right. Not everybody has to.
I'm a bass player. I'm great at bass. Don't put me on anything else. Actually, I can play piano. I can play piano bass, but that's fucking it. It's not going any further than that. Don't ask me to sing because I sound like a goddamn cat in heat. It's not going to work.
Not good.
All right, so you guys, which one do you want to roll or do you want to pick?
Roll.
Roll we go. Ooh, we're going to go with 12. If you can have a sold out concert, where? And this is going to be for the United States and for overseas. So you guys got 2 concerts.
I already know where I would want to play here, and that'd be Red Rocks in Colorado. That looks gorgeous.
We've heard that.
That's just, I don't care if it's sold out or not. I just want to play there, just to say it.
Right?
That looks gorgeous.
The Sphere. Have a whole show, like trippy stuff going on while we're playing. Like, we kind of want to incorporate more visuals into our live set of, having some sort of screen on stage with us or something. It's a little different, like you all said, with Chris being the main vocalist and he's kind of in the back. it kind of, creates a different environment when we're on stage. But I don't think people really know how to react sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't even know where the vocals are coming from.
Right.
Where's the singer at? They're like, yeah.
People stand up and be looking,
Yeah.
I just think it'd be something else to kind of incorporate. I guess the big bands do it,
Right.
I have to say, I like that one, the Red Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty.
it's
I
gorgeous.
saw the Moody Blues, not live there, but I saw the video.
I remember
and was
that.
a pretty good show. Like,
I mean, there's actually been a lot of bands that have said Red Rock. Like you're
Yeah.
not.
it's just cool.
That's pretty.
Atmosphere, everything. Yeah.
I mean,
guess
I've seen shows recorded on YouTube from Red Rock. Have I ever been there myself? No, but I've seen like YouTube stuff, and you know what? I like watching it. I don't like driving through canyons and mountains. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit. It scares the shit out of me.
I heard,
You can just
I heard
stay down. We'll go. I'll drive. It'll be all right.
Well, you better get me a goddamn 24 case of beer and a whole hell of a lot of edibles, because that's the only way you're going to be able to.
Did you or did you not have alcohol when you stepped off the plane?
This is true. This is that. Yeah. You did have Corona in the car as soon as I got out of the airport.
I was prepared. I got this.
That is true. All right. So, bonus question for you guys: if you could go on tour with any three bands of your choice within your genre, who would you go on tour with?
I know one off the top just because they're a big influence, and if you could open for this band, I'm pretty sure you would get known pretty quick. Metallica. I mean, they've been
Oh,
one
hell
of
yeah.
our biggest
Yeah.
fans since we met. But I mean, we were jamming them back, Injustice for All and the Black Album, and
yeah, that was a big influence.
three bands.
I would say equally as influential Tool.
Tool was very,
That would be absolutely amazing there.
but they don't pick good openers. Every opener I've ever seen for Tool is awful, man. I hate to say it. I really think they do that on purpose so that they sound better.
I mean, Tool is one of my favorite bands. Which when I watched you guys for the first time, I was like, this is very proggy. It's within the realm of like Mastodon and Tool and bands that I really fucking love. And I'm just like, that's what kind of sucked me into you guys' music like immediately. I was like, this is fucking awesome, because you don't really hear bands that can do that shit very much here lately.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, so you guys
I'd
want to
say
roll or do you want to pick?
One more.
You want to pick another?
Well, we got to pick one more band, don't we?
Oh,
Yeah, you,
oh,
Charlie.
I'd say
Wait,
I said Alice in Chains.
I mean, that would be. Well, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, so
Right.
Alice in Chains now or Alice in Chains Lane Staley?
I would Lane Staley, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to restart the thing. Or can we mess with the cable?
Uh-oh.
The original.
It's like time for a cable restart. It looks like we have to restart this computer.
Reboot again.
Okay.
Go
Reboot.
I don't know. Maybe that's the cue. Is like, hey, here's the next video.
Right?
All right, so we're going to play the next
I don't know.
video.
We thought we had it fixed, but of course,
It's going to be a
nah,
crazy
y'all start
Saturday.
this again.
So we're going to play the next video.
Yeah.
Praised by Pristine. Here we go.
FaceTime.
How were we to know our history were told by the people in control that we love all wrong? How can you deceive, destroy so easily while the
All right, we good?
We're good.
I think
now.
we're good.
Hey!
We're back.
It's a
Yeah.
different thing. I got plenty of videos on deck. All right, so you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
You go ahead and roll while we can. It's like
Roll over high.
31. If you can bring back any rock star, who would it be?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Dimebag Daryl.
Ah, yeah.
That's a
Right.
good one. But I
Good
wanted
one.
to see what else Kurt was right.
But if you get one, you got to have the other. So Vinny's going to have to come with him.
Vinny has to
They're
come
a
with him.
package deal.
They're a package
Yeah.
like that. Vinny's got to
You know, I got so pissed off because now I did see Pantera with the original lineup. Now I went and I had tickets to see them in Damage Plan, and it was going to be like a week later that I had fucking tickets, and I was so fucking pissed off when that shit happened. I was like, if that dude was still alive, I'd go to fucking prison. I'd beat his ass my fucking self because I want to see Damage Plan so bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Word.
You guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Let's roll.
Roll we go with 25. Least favorite interview question.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's a couple. What's up? Who is your biggest influence? And of course, the generic. Just tell us how you guys got started.
Well, this
So
one
happy,
time
man.
at band camp,
That's one time, man.
like what are you supposed to say?
You know what they say about Ray Bass?
So
Yeah, I mean,
I know you guys are
Big
probably close to my age or a little bit older than us or around the same age area. So I like to ask this question. And here's the bad thing. I've asked this question a million times, and I have so many bands look at me just fucking blink, 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 dead-eyed.
All
If
right.
you think back in the day of MTV, watching Beavis and Butthead, what was the very first video you ever remember watching on Beavis and Butthead?
Detachable penis.
probably the Metallica 1 video.
That was
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Loud by Kiss. Want to hear it loud? I remember that.
Remember they did one of the Beastie Boys songs, didn't they?
They did. They did Sabotage.
Yeah.
See, for me, it was 3 of them that I remember, extremely because 2 of them had a big influence on me. One was "This Love" by Pantera.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Another one was "Thunder Kiss 65" by White Zombie.
Yes.
Yep.
And then the other one, for some reason, because they made fun of it for like a solid 20 minutes, was that fucking stupid ass song by the Crash Test Dummies.
Whoa. That song gets stuck in my head all the time.
Dude, here's the killer thing. They're still touring. They just played Charleston, South Carolina like a few weeks ago.
Hey,
And I was
keep
Now, I've
going.
said it forever. You
They're
just
still
need
around.
one hit. One hit is all you need to have a career. You got one big worldwide hit, you're set.
I
The rest of
mean,
your stuff.
back then, yes, but do you really
Oh,
think
now
that would apply to today?
No, everything's changed today. There's not really music isn't what makes you popular or famous or nothing anymore. It's going viral doing something that isn't music. It's
Yeah.
usually something totally different. Like songs don't get people famous
It's
anymore.
either doing something fucking retarded or taking off your clothes. One of the fucking two.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah, we're not getting very far with that latter one.
yeah, me neither. Me neither. No, don't worry. We're in the same boat. We just do this for the love of it at this point.
That's it.
That's where we're at. We're just having fun. These are my best friends. I love getting together, playing music with those guys, even just writing music on the weekends here in the studio. Like that's what it's about to me, at least now.
Hell, me and Charlie have been playing since high school. So to be playing with the same dude I used to, back in high school, I get behind my drum kit. It feels the exact same it used to back then. It's kind of nice to have that feeling. Not a lot of people get to hold on to something like that for so long.
What was your first kid?
The Sunlight drum set. Sunlight. Sunlite.
Ooh.
Okay.
There was one before that too. It was
The one before that was a green bucket with a foam life vest on it and a white paint.
yellow bucket, a fan shroud.
Yeah, he was playing an acoustic guitar. We met playing baseball, and then I had an acoustic guitar in the corner, and he started playing Nirvana. And I had some stuff that I had written. I was like, "Oh, look what I wrote. This is mine." And he's like, "Oh, fuck it, let's start jamming." I started beating on buckets while he played guitar, and that's how that started back when I was like 17, 16.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
I remember like myself, like the point that I wanted to be a musician was actually Motorhead. And the first time I ever watched the video for Ace of Spades. And to me, Lemmy was God. And I remember going to the music store to get my first instrument. And I was like, I want the bass. And everybody in there was like, you sure you don't want to play drums, guitar? No, I want to be nobody cares about the bassist. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I want to be like Lemmy. I want the goddamn bass. They're like, are you going to sing? I'm like, no, I just want to play the bass. That's all I want to do. All right, so you guys want to roll or do you want to pick?
Let's roll. I like this rolling. You never know what we're going to do.
Roll we go with 62. Interview switch. You get to ask Jagz DeVille any question you want.
Really? Motherfucker.
Okay, well, he said he's about our age. You said you've seen Pantera live, but what year was that? You saw Pantera, do you remember? What tour? What album?
The tour I do remember was Ozfest.
Okay.
And it was in Dallas.
Oh, I might have been there. Yeah, I might have been there, man.
I grew up. I was born and raised in Oklahoma, and I moved to the East Coast when I was like 17. So I grew up in Oklahoma, but most of the shows that I went to, because at that time Oklahoma didn't have shows, I had to go to fucking Dallas or whatever, St. Louis to go to shows. And we went to Ozfest in Dallas, and that was the first time that I got to see Pantera. And I think that was what album were they on? Great Southern Trendkill.
Okay, yeah. That would be it, right before Reinventing, because I know whenever I saw him in Ozfest, I think Reinventing had just come out.
Same.
Yeah, it was so fucking brutal.
I didn't go to that.
I got to see him 4 times, but we saw him at Fair Park Coliseum, which was a lot smaller venue.
That was nice.
That was fucking intense. Yeah,
that was a great Southern.
I tried to get up close, and I got as close as I fucking could.
Yeah.
You know,
Without getting in trouble.
yeah, I made it about halfway through the crowd, and there was no more getting any closer. And you know, luckily I was tall. Like I was already like fucking 6 foot, 6'1" at the time, so I was able to see pretty decently. But like I couldn't get anybody closer because they weren't going to let me through. It wasn't happening.
It was a wall.
I think those are the wildest concerts I've ever been to. Out of any band I've ever been to, those are insane.
You know,
For sure.
To be honest, the most insane show I ever went to was actually this concert. It was a festival in Atlanta, Georgia called Music Midtown. And they had several stages, and every stage was genre specific. So they had like a rap stage, a country stage, hard rock and heavy metal. They had it all. Well, it was a 3-day festival that we went to. The very first day, like I seen like Fuel, I seen Story of the Year, Foo Fighters, but it got intense because the headliner for that night was The Offspring. And that was the most intense shit I've ever seen in my life because it was pouring rain, lightning, thunder. They didn't stop that shit. They were still fucking going. Somehow, everybody ended up damn near naked. I know. By the time I left, I was in nothing but boxers and one sock, and that was it. Where my shoes went, where my clothes went, they were fucking ripped off.
Man,
But it was the most intense thing I ever seen, and I'll never fucking forget it. And it was The Offspring. It was fucking crazy. It was worse than Pantera. I've been in Pittsburgh. I've done Lamb of God. I've been in Guar. I've been in a lot of fucking bands, but that was the most intense was Offspring.
Nice.
Man, crazy weather will contribute to good times, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So they like to roll. Just roll it.
Roll.
Oh,
Ew.
2.
On your tour bus, what is one luxury that you would like to have on there? So it can be anything that you want, from an endless refrigerator to a jacuzzi on the top.
Man.
Oh, there's some good choices.
on the road.
Can I have like my own personal chiropractor and a chiropractor table?
I mean, if that's what you want.
Every day before a show.
That's what you want.
That'd actually be a good idea after headbanging all night.
Need the muscles massage, pop back into place.
There you go.
Cigarettes and a guitar. That's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all you need, yeah.
So we actually have a crowd question. What influenced the harmonies y'all use in your vocals?
I guess it's because we write mostly live. The songs we've written were mostly written live in a room, and then when we started recording them, we wanted to make them sound a little better and make them more beefy and more dynamic. Yeah.
Dynamics.
So we just kind of tried to do things, and that's what we went with, and we thought we wanted to go with more on this album than we did on the last album, and I think it turned out pretty good. I would definitely do it again and invest more time into trying different harmonies and stuff. Maybe that's
What would you say influenced this stuff?
what influenced them with. I mean, all the singers I listen to use harmonies and all their stuff from 10 years. Tool.
Yeah.
That layering in the studio adds so much.
Yeah.
And if you have that option, you might as well do it. Otherwise, once you put it out there with everybody else's stuff, you're going to sound like you're lacking a lot.
Right.
But we try to do as many of the harmonies live as we can too.
For sure.
So that's important. Our live show is very important.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's any band. Which actually, you bringing that up leads into a bonus question that I like to ask. What do you guys prefer to do? Do you prefer to play live, or you prefer the recording and writing process?
I prefer the playing live, but I
Yeah.
also prefer writing live because it's fun to just jam and be like, "Oh man, that sounds good. Let's work on that part. Let's see where it goes." Because we kind of do it as a band versus like one person bringing a full song or something like that. We don't do that. We like to put it through the perceived machine. Bring in your idea and we all just kind of build off it.
Right.
So you never know where it's gonna go.
Because if it works as a band while you're playing, then it's obviously going to work live because you're already playing it as a whole.
I know there's been times people record stuff in the studio and they've never played it live, and now they got to figure out how to do that live.
How to recreate it.
Like that's weird to me, but I'm old school. We just love getting in the ring and playing.
Yeah, minus a few added cellos maybe on one of our songs.
Oh yeah, we got a cello in one of them. Part.
Everything's can be recreated exactly live, which is what we do.
Yeah, we don't over add anything. We
No
don't.
backing tracks.
No, we don't do backing
Oh,
tracks.
I was about to ask. I was like, do you use backing tracks? Because I fucking hate backing tracks.
No, not a fan. I mean, if you're a
That's
band
what
that
you do,
does
that's
it,
cool.
yeah, that's your thing. Go for it. I'm not going to knock it, but man, we don't play to a click live.
Yeah.
We play to a click in the studio, just obviously for studio reasons. It
Right,
makes it
for
easier.
recording reasons, yeah.
But live, man, you feed off the crowd. You can speed up, slow down.
Yeah,
It's never
feed off of each other.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's a living thing, a song. Like I think you can be too robotic with it, staying on a click. I understand it.
I get why people do it, and it's great for like your light shows, and if you have a video wall that's synced to your music, it makes sense. I just like that live feeling, that feeling of feeling it right there. We're creating it right now, in the moment, feeling what we feel, and it's the tempo it is right then because that's how we feel.
And we're a three-piece too, so
Yeah, there's only three of us.
there's only 3 instruments. You're 4 with the vocals. 4 instruments you're hearing. That's it.
All right.
Makes it sound.
To me, that's intense because you guys are so phenomenal as just a fucking fan, and you honestly don't hear that very much anymore. Usually they got like 7, 8, 9 fucking members up there that create the sound, and it's just you 3 that create this full immersed sound, and like it makes me want to fly to goddamn Dallas to come watch y'all play just because I want to fucking see it.
I appreciate that. I know we'd like to get out of Texas and do a little more touring. It's in our plans to hit Oklahoma here soon.
Yeah, definitely.
And just steadily kind of see how far out we can get, but it's a slow process because we're DIY. We all have full-time jobs, and
Is it right?
we would love to get out there further, but slow and steady, I guess. It just starts right here and just keeping the band and jamming and
Having a good time.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, we're not in it for the money. You're sorely mistaken there.
Well, I mean, that's like I've heard so many people. Like I've had other friends of mine. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna hit it rich," and I'm like, "You really think so?" Because it's
I don't think
gonna happen, homeboy. It's not. You know, you
maybe
do.
back in the days you had a shot. Nowadays, like I said, music isn't what sells. Music is given away for free. You know, anybody that has a streaming, you pay a monthly subscription, you get any song from anyone you want pretty much free.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
I mean, you can get a lot of stuff just on the internet alone nowadays. Shoot.
The fact that anyone listens to our music or likes our videos, that's a blessing enough to me, hopefully to us, that that's success.
Yeah, we can just reach a few people. That's what it's about. And thanks for reaching out and having us on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna push the shit out of y'all stuff fucking forever. As long as you're doing it, we're gonna be pushing it because we're big fans.
And they keep asking for it, so we do it. Yes.
Yeah. So on that, we actually have a bonus question that we always ask, and this is completely off the wall. If you were locked in a house for 24 hours with any horror icon, who would it be? Now you got to keep in mind, do you want a chance of survival or do you want to die really fast?
Oh, man. So who's hunting me?
Yeah, I know. It is funny. I'm a huge horror movie fan. I just about every time we play live, I try to wear some sort of old school 80s slasher type T-shirts and stuff. I'm a huge fan of those old, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th.
Jason.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go with Michael Myers just because he seems to always walk, right? I don't ever see him run.
Yeah, but that motherfucker, like that big son of a bitch, like fucking teleport. Like it don't matter where.
It's there, Jay. I got the answer, though. Freddy, you just have to stay awake for 24 hours. I can totally manage that.
But if you stay asleep for 24 hours, he's chasing you for 24 hours.
That would be a little harder.
Yeah, you're in his world.
It'd at least be a more entertaining death.
I've always been a Jason fan, more Jason. Whether or not I want to be in a room with him for 24 hours.
Yeah, can you survive in the house for 24 hours with this character?
I'd like to think I know Jason's techniques and where he would go. What's going on up there, but I don't know.
You just have to jog slightly to get away from him.
Don't trip over the invisible.
My answer is always the same. It's either the leprechaun, just give him the pot of gold,
Oh, me pot of gold.
or the creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a fucking fish. It can only breathe for so long.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
She's got a better one though. She's got a better one. She fucking cracked the goddamn code, and I'm still pissed at her for it. But
I come up with good ones all the time. We got all kinds of good ones.
no, your main one.
Which one? The Christine one? It's
Yeah,
not my
it's
fault. I'm not
bullshit.
getting in the car with strangers. That's you.
That's bullshit.
fault.
That was some cheap.
And then we have Elvira. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with a hot chick all night, right? Come on. Let's get real.
All right.
See?
Cujo.
What was the other one? The Fly. Just bring in electric ice water. You're cool. You're cool. Just one of them little bugs out there.
No. All right. So, okay, fuck it. Just roll because they like to roll.
See, it makes me mad every time.
Yeah, just roll.
Is that Enter the Limp Bizkit
Ah.
song?
All right, number 42, the most uncomfortable outfit you have ever worn on stage.
It was a Halloween mask
Oh, yeah.
for me. It was one of those just rubber fucking masks that had the hair, and it was just so hot, and you can't see, you can't breathe, and I wasn't even singing. I was just drumming, and that was miserable.
Probably a Halloween costume of some sort. I can't even remember, but yeah.
Probably the tie and suit. We all were tied. It's just you gotta. It's choking.
Yeah, I had the tie came off after the first song. It was like I can't sing.
Yeah.
See, I'm not seeing a lot of people wearing leather pants anymore because for me, I would feel that the leather pants would be chafing in areas that you wouldn't want chafed. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Ask
I need to
Flash
find
about
somebody
it.
that wears. Have you guys worn leather pants on stage yet?
I've
No.
never put on a pair of leather pants. They just don't even look.
Well, I probably couldn't afford leather pants. It'd be pleather pants, probably.
Don't do the pleather.
No.
No. What is it? 9. Don't do it.
I've got a story about that. No, do that. I wasn't wearing them, but I had to cut them off with somebody with a fucking box.
Oh,
Baby powder.
That's what he says.
That reminds me of that Friends episode where Ross was stuck in the bathroom with his pants down. He couldn't get his leather pants back up, and he started baby powder and everything down there. Yeah, I think that kind of scared me away from leather pants too. I was a teenager at that time. It's like,
Well, there was an era where a lot of the rockers would wear leather pants, right? I mean, now that's what I grew up on, watching them all on MTV. And now I'm sitting here thinking about it going, they were crazy because I know those things are uncomfortable.
Like the Doors or Jim Morrison and Slash,
Oh.
they would wear them for like 6 months, the same pair without you know. I've heard stories. I just heard stories. I don't know.
Maybe that's why, because they couldn't get them out.
I don't understand how they fucking did it. Like they had to have like some like small shit down there because I know if I try to wear tight pants, it feels like somebody taking the fucking tip of my dick and shoving it up into my fucking pelvic bone. Not enjoyable.
man, the '90s were all about baggies, so that's what we did. Was
Thank
baggies.
goodness, right?
I remember being in school and wearing the fucking the Jinkos with the fucking ears and shit.
You could
Like,
fit a 40 ounce in the back pocket, no problem.
hell yeah, you could fit a whole goddamn fucking pay telephone in there.
Spandex shorts was in too, you know. Don't forget the spandex shorts. That was a big
Oh,
part
I
of the
remember
80s.
them spandex things too. See, those things weren't comfortable either. I know for a fact because I had a pair and those are not comfortable.
No.
I want to know who decides to wear this shit. Like, who does this?
For real.
Nilly Vanilli.
Didn't they have leather pants?
They had
They
spandex.
did have leather pants. They did have leather pants.
Or did they have pleather?
But I mean, it really didn't matter because they weren't actually singing it anyway.
Right.
So.
I mean, but now they would fit in with a lot of what the pop culture's doing on a stage.
Yeah.
Like,
They're lip syncing.
it's like they were just ahead of their time.
But
I can't
you know,
sing.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It is what it is, right? When it's right.
No, I argue that with people all the time. They're like, heavy metal's horrible, hard rock's horrible. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? At least they don't fucking goddamn use tracks and lip sing their goddamn shit during shows, and it's all fucking live.
True that.
Right.
It's real.
You go ahead and fucking have one of your pop artists fucking try to recreate their shit fucking live night and day in, day out. They can't fucking do it.
No, there's very few that actually sound really good at concerts, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And whether or not you know if they're actually singing,
Yeah.
you don't fucking know. You don't know.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead and roll it, Mojo. We'll give them one last question. Go for it.
Here we go. Number 7. Do you think artwork on albums are important and why?
Oh, absolutely.
It's a huge part of us creating an album is the art that goes. We've been kind of treating each of our song releases more like a single. It just makes more sense in the way music is consumed nowadays. But we actually create a image for every single one of those singles.
So each song gets its own
now.
image. And then, of course, as a group, they have the album cover as a whole. We did 2 EPs instead of doing a full length over the past 4 years. Money-wise, time-wise, it just made more sense. Yeah. Nowadays, albums are kind of weird to release. You release them, everything's a flash in the pan now. You release it, it's cool for a minute, and it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you just drop your whole album. It's like, man, we worked on that for a year, 2 years, and it's gone now. Now
Yep.
what?
2 seconds, just like that.
Right away, you know.
Yeah, we've released 2 singles from our new EP, which the 2 videos y'all just played, and we have 2 more on the album, which is Fleeting and Solace. And to me, I think Fleeting is our best song.
Right.
I mean, it's my favorite song.
It's definitely a crowd hit. It shows.
Yeah.
And Solace is our ode to Tool and Rush, and it's like an 8-minute song, but it's like 3 songs in one.
Yeah.
We went the long route on this album for some reason.
Okay, we get. So on that, where do you guys to communicate with your fans at? What social media platforms are you heavier on? Where can they get your music? And most importantly, if you have merch, where can they get that?
Mostly on Facebook. That's where we post all of our stuff. We have our videos on YouTube. You can get merch. We have our CDs for sale now on our website at perceivedband.com. And we're going to be adding more merch to our store online. Our beanies, our tank tops, our shirts, our stickers, all that will be added here over the next month.
Yeah.
So it's just a slow process because we have all of our merch and all of our stuff we sell at live shows. You know, we haven't put it online in about a year. But it's since we just released this album, we're about to put it back online for the people that can't get to a show and people that do want the stuff. So.
Yeah.
Perceived Band is definitely where you can get it, and you can follow us on anything under Perceived Band, Instagram, TikTok, X, all that.
Excellent. So on that, we're actually going to play one more video from these guys, and then we are out of here. You guys have a fantastic Saturday. We love you guys. We'll see
Thank you so much for having us.
Monday. Absolutely. Thank you for joining us on that. Here is their song, The Darkening by Perceived, and we will see you later.
Thank y'all.
How do I hope to find my reason to stand, knowing there's not enough time? The lines in the sand, I'm falling apart, I'm losing my way. I can't end this misery. Forced in the dark, I'm hiding away, trapped in the pouring rain.